Welcome to AlphaCars. Look what we have here. A car under the cover. If you were to guess, what do you think that is? Let's walk around the car. It was acquired by a car enthusiast and restored, and we have a pleasure of having it here at AlphaCars now. Let's get the cover off. Fiberfab, Avenger. If you haven't heard of them, look them up. Very affordable. It stands on its own. Fun per dollar spent is extraordinary. So keep looking. I'm gonna show you the rest of this thing. We're gonna do a test drive and we'll check it out on the lift. But let's get the cover off and let's look at this car. Check out the body lines. We're gonna get in the engine compartment when we do the inspection in the shop. We'll take a peek though. Paint looks very nice. Look at the gauges. Great seats. To open the door in one of these, you have to get up here and check this out. I was impressed with how the fiberglass body is holding up, both underneath and on the outside. When you close the door, you can definitely slam it, it'll be fine, but the right way to close it, you kind of have to lift it up a little bit and it will make its way. Let's check out the passenger side. Door jamb. Nicely done, nice carpets. And the best way to close the door is to, again, lift it up a little bit. And it closes nicely. Nice. So when I get to the test drive, and I'll show it to you. Look at the body lines. And there are a couple of goodies that we're going to include with the car. There are two carburetors. I think the new one is on it, so these must be the old ones. And it looks like there are some nice exhaust tips, but the ones that are on the vehicle are really, really cool looking as well. So I don't think I'd use anything else. Look at the steering wheel. Well, first wave. Shift's beautiful. VW engine, air-cooled. Runs really, really cool. We'll double check the listing, but I believe it's a 1600 VW engine. Excellent condition. No leaks. Nice torque. Very, very thorough. The car handles beautiful. And it has a reasonable amount of room. It's not overwhelming, but it's definitely decent for a person my size. I have about an inch left in my headroom, and I'm in third gear. I'm gonna put it in fourth gear. The clutch feels, actually I was in fourth gear. Here's the third gear. Here's fourth. It's very, very comfortable. And look at the dashboard. Actually very, very nice. Nice instrument cluster, nice instrument panel here in the middle. My RPM gauge is right here. We're doing 2,500 and about 50 miles an hour. We have a vacuum gauge, which is very helpful. stability. Plenty of glass in the car. Yeah, even busy people give us waves. Shop and put it up on the lift and do the full inspection. Well, let's open it up. We just unlatched it. Let's do it both ways. Wow, check out this beauty. And yes, it is a beauty. It sounds awesome. It looks awesome. What a great job. Let's get it started so we can hear it. We need a key. Yep. So, really nice job with this setup. And I'm sure you can put a small block in this car, but this VW engine looks really like it's in the right place. Yeah, let's get it started. So let's check the underbody now that we have it on the lift. The engine looks actually very nice. I don't see any oil leaks. Let's check it out together. See brake lines, drive shaft boots, shocks, parking brake cables. All the components are in relatively new condition. Tires are decent. I'm sure they're old, but they look decent. And the underbody is actually very solid. All the fiberglass body is very good. The lower sections of the fiberglass have no cracks. The metal reinforcement frame rails look nice and straight. We're able to lift the vehicle using these rails right here. Here's the lower fiberglass body on the driver's side. Here's the floor pan. I think this is from the originally from VW, which looks good. Here are the heater pipes, heat exchangers right here, and heater control valves. And then here's this metal pipes. These are actually metal. And It leads to the good sized blower motor that pushes the warm air into the cabin. The steering rack and the front axle from the VW clearly, and actually it's part of the donor car right there. You can see it connects to the pan. Front suspension is nice and tight. All the lubrication joints are there. New brake hoses. So it's very simple. That's the beauty of this car. There's not much to it. The engine runs good, no oil leaks. Good power on that drive. I really enjoy driving it. Straight body. Obviously, you can tell it's fiberglass, but in very good condition. We love the look of it from the back and from the front. The body lines are really nice. Period correct rims. The front of the car is nice and clean. No curb brush anywhere in the lower body, and the whole nose looks clean. The whole body looks very clean. Obviously, the headlamps recessed in the plexi, and the plexi is nice and clean and clear. No cracks. Rims are gorgeous. For the money, that's a lot of car. Imagine building it yourself from scratch. Yeah, you'd spend a lot more.